Welcome to UWC Initiate Domestic Disturbance.
Hi again, everyone. John Stone here at the home offices getting ready for this Friday night. As you can see by the picture, live May 30th at the Battle Zone in Georgetown. It's a brand new show we've got coming to you called Domestic Disturbance. The card is already lined up. It's going to be a hot night, and here is everything you're going to see.
In the main event, the title will be hanging above the ring. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Cecil Cerveza defends against Harker Dirge. The battle continues between Big Frank Wyatt and his opponent, Alex Castle. This war has gotten weird between Sourdough and Jimmy Karryt. It's a battle for Facebook between Jason V and Spencer Wallace.
Now I want to go ahead and talk about that awesome main event that's going to be happening at Domestic Disturbance. Of course, it's the tables, ladders, and chairs match between the UWC champion Cecil Cerveza and the challenger Harker Dirge. Of course, tables, ladders, and chairs, there's no pinfalls, no submissions, no disqualification, no count out. The only way to win is by utilizing all three of those weapons: a table, a chair, and most importantly, the ladder. Because the ladder has to be used in order for the man to climb up and reach their glory, if you will, the championship hanging high above the ring. All of this first got started back at Natural Selection when the unthinkable occurred.
Back rake to Cecil. Big boot. Big boot off the ropes, going for his move. Reverse DDT, drops him down, pin attempt. Wait a minute. Oh, look at that. Dickie Wabash put Cecil's foot on the bottom rope.
The ref didn't see that, though. He put his foot on there.
Harker didn't realize what happened. Oh, he does now.
Sean Wright. Hey, wait a minute. I think Dickie put something into the ring.
Dickie slid his cane into the ring. No. No.
Put a shot to the side of the head.
He shot him in the side of the head with that cane.
Pin attempt.
Listen, I'm offering you a chance. Look at what I did for Cecil Cerveza. Harker, listen. I am offering you a spot on the Wabash Talent Agency. Allow me to do for you what I did for Cecil, what I did for Blake Green. Wait. You say that again. What did I hear? Harker, I want you to join the Wabash Talent Agency. Harker, listen. The history speaks for itself, Harker. I have asked two people to join and they have turned down. Their names are Jason V and Travis Weir. And look at what happened to them. Where's Jason V? He wrestles every now and then. He's teaming up with Bates, for Christ's sake. Travis Weir is dancing around here like an idiot. Look at what happened to them. But look at the people that have joined my agency, Harker. Look at Cecil. Look at Blake. It's no question that they are the cream of the crop. Harker, I promise you all the success that you have ever had in your career. Harker, I'm doing this because I don't want you to turn into the grizzled old vet that shows up at the VFW hall trying to hawk his promo picks for $20 to 5 people. You deserve so much better, Harker. I don't want you to become Randy the Ram.
Randy the Ram, huh? You don't want me to be that guy. You want to help me. You want to take care of all of my business so that all I have to worry about is the action in the ring. And then I'll never have to worry about the business end again.
Absolutely. Harker,
And then all the guys, such as the champ here, and Blake Green, they'll have my back, right?
yes. Harker, you deserve so much better than what's been happening to you as of late. I can help you. I can help you.
You know something else? You come out here talking about Travis Weir and Jason V and what you think you did to them. You're just living in the past, dining on old memories. But in life, you have two choices. You can live in the past, or you can live! And I'm going to tell you what I choose to do on May 30th. Cecil Cerveza, if you've got the guts, wait a minute. I'll be right back.
I will knock him out. He is nothing to me.
Oh yeah! I said, oh yeah! Well, all right. Cecil, you think you climbed every rung of the ladder that there is to climb. You think you've reached the pinnacle. You've stepped on heads like stepping stones. Well, on May 30th, you try to climb this ladder and secure that belt from Harker Dirge. But with everybody here chanting my name instead of yours, I guarantee you one thing. I will put egg on your face, Cecil, and it will be a dark, dark day for the Wabash Talent Agency.
Folks, now that you see how we got to where we are now, and you saw the controversial moment when Cecil Cerveza became UWC champion, I was able to sit down with arguably the man who could be the root of all the problems here, the cause of everything that's occurred since natural selection, the sheriff of Shystertown, if you will, Dickie Wabash. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing by right now with one of the men who's going to be involved in the TLC match coming up at Domestic Disturbance. Of course, Dickie Wabash, the leader of the Wabash Talent Agency, and I say he'll be involved, but not as a performer. But we've seen in the past that, yes, you, Dickie Wabash, you like to get yourself involved in places when you think your guy is on the losing end.
That's very incriminating, Johnstone. I don't approve of what you just said, so I'm just going to glaze that one over.
Go ahead and glaze it over, but it's already on video
It's like a
footage.
donut. I'm glazing it.
It's already on video footage. We know what we can... I can pull up a different video file anytime I want and be able to see it happening. But basically put, that's neither here nor there. What I'm wanting to talk about right now is this historic match coming up at Domestic Disturbance between your man, Cecil Cerveza, current United Wrestling Coalition champion, and his opponent on that night, the former champion, the man he beat for that belt, Harker Dirge. Is Cecil ready for what he's got himself into?
Yes. That's all I got to say, Johnstone, is yes. He is ready. He is a champion. He is always ready. And I find it funny that you would assume that he's not ready. Because I know everything that everyone says about Cecil. He doesn't deserve the championship. He's not a proper champion. It's all BS. And come TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs, Domestic Disturbance, Cecil Cerveza cements his legacy as one of the greatest performers in UWC history.
Well, there's no denying everything that Cecil's accomplished in his career here thus far. I mean, he's spent quite a lot of time in this company. He's been on the good side, and now apparently he's on your side, which a lot of people would say is the bad side. But
what's bad about it, Johnstone? Look at what Cecil Cerveza has accomplished with me. This is the crown jewel, not to mention he defeated Jason V. He defeated Travis Weir. He defeated Harker Dirge to then win this, to go on and win this. So to say it's bad, it's laughable. It's laughable. I'm laughing on the inside because I'm a professional and I keep my composure.
Well, that's almost showcasing that you didn't have any respect in him on his own. You're showcasing that in his skills, he couldn't have done anything.
Because Cecil was nothing. Cecil was nothing until I got a hold of him. You know why Cecil was nothing? Do you honestly want to know why? Because no one saw anything in him. And he got tired of it. And he fell into a funk. I pulled him out of that funk. 5-year show. Cecil Cerveza was pinned to the mat by Christian Rose. You may not remember that. I remember it very well. I was ringside for it. I handed him a business card. That's when it all started. He called me and he said, Dickie, I need you. I need you to help me.
So this has all been premeditated from the start.
You could say that, John Stone. It's been going on a lot longer than anyone knows. Because little do you know, the night that I gave him that business card, we talked turkey for a good 2 hours. And then we laid the groundwork, and look at where it's gotten us.
All right, I understand you, and I'm not denying anything that you've accomplished and that Cecil's accomplished under your tutelage, but here's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to pose this question to you. You've told us what's going to happen when you believe Cecil does do what you say he's going to do and be able to hold on to this championship, to pull that championship down. But what happens if he doesn't?
It's not going to happen. I'm not going to answer that question, because it's not even a possibility.
It's always a possibility.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it's always a possibility.
Not
There's
in this
a 50-50
case.
stake going in between both men.
Nope.
You're really not going to answer.
Nope.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've come to the end of this interview, so yes, you're going to have to take that back to your man. Stick around, we've got more of the pre-show coming up. Now, folks, that main event is going to be amazing, but we've got a lot of other action coming up on that night, including this next match that I want to touch on really quickly, and that is, of course, this battle between 24K Jimmy Karryt and Sourdough. Now, as many of you remember, these two first met 1 month ago at Natural Selection, and in that contest, Jimmy Karryt was able to achieve victory by almost striking Sourdough's girlfriend, who was sitting in the crowd. But times have changed, and ever since that night, Sourdough has snapped, and now it is he who's playing the mind games.
Got him in a headlock. Wait, oh look, he's going straight to Sourdough's girlfriend, Elizabeth. Oh, look at the sickness of this. Oh my God. Punch to the eye. He's right in the face.
It's ridiculous.
Look at the look on her face.
Well, she can't stand seeing Sourdough like this, and this is ridiculous.
It's another one right to the face. This is, even I'll admit, this is going a little too far. But we've seen Jimmy Karryt do some sick things in the past.
Oh God! Oh my God! He almost hit her.
Almost.
He almost hit her, and Sourdough knows it now.
Oh! Throws him into the ring. Really taking it to Sourdough now. Just heavy right.
Johnstone, shut up. This isn't about you. This doesn't concern you. This concerns me and Jimmy Karryt. Because Jimmy Karryt, there's a certain line you just don't cross. And you crossed it. At Natural Selection, you nearly hit my girlfriend in the face. You don't mess with a man's family, and you don't mess with a man's girl. I was never under the illusion that you cared about me at all. Everything you did to me before then, it was all business, but right there, that's when it became personal. Jimmy Karryt, I just want to let you know, watch your back, because I'm coming for you.
Psychological attack than anything, Mr. Johnstone. If you make your opponent doubt himself.
Wait a second.
What is this?
Sourdough!
What is this?
That's Sourdough! He's coming out of the ring!
You don't weigh anything!
Sourdough, I spoke to him earlier. This kid is just, something has snapped at this kid. I don't know what it is. Jimmy Karryt up in Sourdough's face, doesn't see Frank Wyatt behind him.
Karryt needs to keep his eye on the ball. Big Frank has come back, Mr. Johnstone. Big Frank is poised and ready to go.
Look at Sourdough's face. Something has snapped in this kid. Now he lets him know Frank Wyatt's back there. Up and over with the big slam.
Inside believe that his underwear is on the outside of his pants. That's it. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
I know exactly what you are. You see, this is why I started training you in the first place. This is exactly why. You see, you're like boiling water. If you can believe that. At 211 degrees, water is hot. Water is really, really hot. It'll burn your skin. It can permanently disfigure you with prolonged contact. But it's not one thing. You know what it's not, Sourdough? Kyle? It's not boiling. See, it takes 1 degree. At 212 degrees is when water boils. And I know that you have it in there somewhere. I know that you have that 212th degree. That last singular degree, and I'm gonna get it out of you. I'm gonna get it out of you if it kills me. Because it's only 1 degree. 1 degree separating you from greatness. Or complete and utter extinction.
Jimmy Karryt, I'm in your head. I got to you. Jimmy Karryt, last week, compare me to water that's just below boiling. Said that he would be that 1 degree that pushes me over the edge, but that's not right. Because you know what happens to boiling water? It turns into nothing but hot air. And me, that's not me. See, I'm more like kindling. Bunch of sticks and dried leaves. And all I needed was that one little spark to ignite me into a raging fire. Jimmy Karryt, you play with fire, you get burned.
Wait a second! Sourdough! Stunner! Sourdough with the stunner!
Sourdough and the stunner! Look at Sourdough taunting now. He's ready for their matchup next week.
Oh, definitely. Sourdough sending a message straight into the mind of Jimmy Karryt. I've got your number at Domestic Disturbance.
It's a brand new day.
You're almost there. 1 more degree. 1 more degree, you're almost there, Sourdough.
Sourdough has really started to step up his game. As I said before, he's the one that's starting to play the mind games, if you will. The grasshopper has finally snatched the fly from his master's hand, and they're playing an incredibly new ball game right now. Now, I had a chance to sit down with these two this past week to discuss this upcoming match, and here is what they had to say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually sitting here waiting for my next interviewee to arrive. He was supposed to be here a few minutes ago.
Oh, what are you waiting for, Johnston? What are you waiting on? You waiting on me? You expecting me to be here at any certain time? I show up when I want to. You know how it is. Speaking of showing up when I want to, actually, this is something I have to get off my chest. Excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is 24K Jimmy Karryt, and I am professional wrestling's 21st century savior, but you already know that. And as it stands, Sourdough, I'm proud of you. For once, I'm actually proud of you. You've actually proven yourself to be useful. You've proven yourself to have some form of proper function. You can accomplish something. You see, sometimes when we are a certain way, the only thing that we can really do is disguise our weaknesses as strengths. And sometimes, when you do that, you do it so well that most people don't recognize. So the problem with that is I'm not most people. And sometimes, what appears to me the most brutal aspect of the virus can actually be the chink in its armor. Sourdough, the things I'm going to do to you when we step into the ring together at Domestic Disturbance border on illegal. They border on inhumane. Some might say that I should be incarcerated, locked up, put in a white padded cell. Maybe they're right, Sourdough. Maybe they're exactly right. But hey, what good is a brilliant crime if no one takes the credit? I'm going to take all the credit in the world. I'm going to take all the credit, I'm going to take all the liberties, and if you're not lucky, if you're not very, very careful,
I'm gonna take your life. Sourdough, you're almost there. 1 degree. You're almost there. Standing by right now with another man that's going to be in action at Domestic Disturbance, of course, Sourdough, who is going to be once again encountering this mysterious enigma, if you want to call him that, in Jimmy Karryt. And Sourdough, I understand, I asked you this question before. Were you ready for Jimmy Karryt? And at the time, it didn't seem like you really quite grasped exactly what it was that was coming your way. But now, it seems like you've got a completely different mindset.
11:59. See, Johnstone, you know what that is? That is 1 minute away from the start of a new day. That's what this is. This Friday at Domestic Disturbance, I got one-on-one with Jimmy Karryt one more time, but this time it's completely different. This time, it's gonna be a brand new day. I'm exactly what he wants me to be, and I am his worst fear. He's gonna find that in me. See, natural selection, Jimmy Karryt took things to a whole new level. My girlfriend hasn't even been able to come back to these shows. She's been so frightened, but for Domestic Disturbance, I told her to stay home. Because I need to be 100% focused on this match. I can't be distracted. I can't have Jimmy Karryt doing something like that again. And also, I don't want her seeing what I'm gonna do. Friday, Domestic Disturbance, Jimmy Karryt. It's a brand new day.
Of course, those of you who witnessed the most recent edition of UWC Online saw some of the most crazy things happen, including the team of Rough Cut, Bo Sawyer and Josh Steele, starting off the night by attacking the original 2 men who were competing in the first match of that night, Joey O'Reilly and Aaron Matthews. Of course, Rough Cut would then later go on to finally achieve what they set out for and win the UWC Tag Team titles. Well, our cameras caught up with the first 2 men we talked about, Joey O'Reilly and Aaron Matthews, and let's see what they got to say about those events.
You know what?
What?
I'm sick of this. All right, this has gone on too long. All right, we were doing good out there, and then Bo and Josh come out and interrupt it. You know what? I have an idea. Let's put our differences aside, and let's team up to take those 2 on next week.
Next week?
We were the sole survivors of the last big team match they had. It's a sad and shame that we lost the last one. But I'll tell you what, this ain't about the tag titles, but we'll just throw that in there. Once we beat them and take the tag titles, that'll be like adding insult to injury. Then once they're down, we can laugh at them and kick them while they're down like they do to us. I don't ask for help much, but this time I need your help. What do you say?
You know what, Joey? Next week, let's take out those big boys.
Folks, in this reporter's long history in this business, never before have I had to stand here and say this, so this is pretty monumental. But this next match that's going to be happening at Domestic Disturbance comes about because of a Facebook page. This Facebook page, to be exact. Between Spencer Wallace and Jason V. All of this is real. I'm not lying about this. It's real. Don't believe me? Check this out. It all started out just with a simple request.
Hey, thanks. Cool. I'm going to take you to Facebook. I want you to Wallace. I'm going to hit like for you. Okay. I don't even just do it. I did it for you, man.
Yeah. All right. No problem.
You're awesome.
No problem, buddy. All right.
I like Facebook, and I had one more than I did last week, and this week I'm one less, and it looks like it's not you. What's up, man? Like, wait. Am I not good enough? Like,
no, man, it's not even like that. I mean, see, this thing glitches out sometimes. It's really not that big.
I'll go where I want. I'll see you guys later.
Oh.
See you later, Frank.
Just a Facebook page.
Read on something.
Not one time have I seen any shred of any certification from any legal board that shows this man is actually a lawyer.
How can he be a lawyer? He doesn't have a briefcase.
But then things escalated quickly when the Dinobot himself took matters into his own hands.
That's really cute. Well, he was a
busy guy. Do it for him. What you know, a little extra bonus wouldn't hurt anybody, right?
My Spencer Wallace's picture in my background.
How about this? How about next week we step in the ring one-on-one? How about that? So I can get my point across. I'll do anything to win.
Well, it's never happened before, so what do you guys think? Next week, Domestic Disturbance, May 30th, Jason B. Spencer Wallace?
That is what brings us to here, Domestic Disturbance, where this whole matter will finally be sorted out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing here with a man who's set for action at Domestic Disturbance, taking on Jason V. And of course, this whole thing started off because you became slighted by the fact that he hadn't liked your Facebook page yet. Explain this. I mean,
You know I did. I did. I've asked him once nicely, hey, Jason, will you please like my Facebook page? He told me no problem, I got it, right? Next week I'm sitting talking to good old Frank Wyatt, you know, a good buddy of mine. I'm talking to him and we're going through, and Frank happens to tell me that he doesn't have a Facebook page. But then I understood that, but what I didn't understand was Jason V told me something, and then, well, his name wasn't on the like column, you know, and that really didn't sit well with me. That did. So, Domestic Disturbance is right around the corner, and me and Jason V are going to step in the ring. Jason V, I want you to know that this is not so small anymore. It's something big. Jason V, we're going to see who's going to lead the ring next week.
In the annals of time, I've heard of all kinds of different reasons for feuds to begin, whether it be because of a woman, whether it be because of the success of one another causes someone to become jealous, or even money, the root of all evil. Money, fame, championships, all kinds of glory. But I will say this is the first time that I've heard of a match coming about because of a Facebook page. And Jason, what brought this on? I mean,
John, Spencer Wallace. Spencer, first of all, I don't know about you. I'm happy about this. I love this because I'm glad I ignited a fire in Spencer Wallace where he's seeking out the competition. Because you've known me for years. You know that I love playing around. I have fun in games, and I love all of that stuff. Keep wrestling fun, people. But it's all about the competition. Regardless of the stakes, I'm getting a competitive edge out of Spencer Wallace. He's challenged me to a match. He's challenged me to a match at Domestic Disturbance, May 30th, Johnstone. I'm excited. I'm excited. And it came about because of his Facebook page. He wants me to like his Facebook page. He wants everybody to like his Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/Spencer Wallace. You'll find it. But you see, it wasn't all about just him wanting me to like his page. While I'm in a match a couple weeks ago against Josh Steele, he goes into my bag, he goes into my personal property, and he hacks into my cell phone, and he likes the page. Yeah, it's a little weird. He likes it, and then he changes my background to him, a picture of him. It's just him. So all Facebook pages is like, you know, Johnston, I'm going to do one thing for you, Spencer. Domestic Disturbance, May 30th. Jason V, Spencer Wallace, first time ever. I'm going to raise the stakes. I'm going to raise the stakes, Johnstown. I'm going to raise the stakes, UWC Fan Nation. If Spencer Wallace can pin me, I will like his Facebook page. I will like his page. I will comment on his page. I will share his page all over social media. Spencer Wallace, you beat me. That's for you.
you heard it here, folks, and, you know, stakes are pretty high in this one. So, good luck. Maybe you could be able to come out on top. I've got to go like a Facebook page, so excuse me. Guys, we have talked about a lot here since we first got started. We've made mention of this matchup over Facebook between Jason V and Spencer Wallace. We've talked about Frank Wyatt and Alex Castle. We've talked about Jimmy Karryt and Sourdough, the tag team titles, which are now going to be defended at Domestic Disturbance. But out of all of them, as we mentioned earlier, the headliner, the main event, tables, ladders, and chairs. We already showed you the events leading up to it. Now, from the most recent UWC Online, let's take you back to the contract signing between these two individuals.
Guys, if we can please be civil about this, please. Before you sign anything, let's go ahead and explain to the fans what we're signing here. This contract solidifies, and it states that I, in the name of the parties, that is you two, do hereby accept the terms and stipulations of this match. A tables, ladders, and chairs match where there are no rules, no pinfalls, no submissions, no disqualifications. Tables, chairs, and ladders are completely legal, and the only way to win is by ascending the ladder and pulling the championship belt down. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, in the matter of Harker Dirge, it also has the added stipulation that if Harker Dirge were to somehow lose this match, then he must willingly join sides with the Wombat Talent Agency.
You just signed over your contract to me, Harker. That's exactly what you just did. Yeah, because you're going to lose. That's the problem. No one thinks Cecil's going to win this. No one sees anything in him except me. That's your problem, Harker. That's your problem. Your hubris is getting the better of you, Harker. For far too long you were on top, you got cocky, and look what happened.
So you enjoy holding that championship. Take it everywhere you go. From now until next Friday. Because that's all you're going to have. 1 week from now, I'm going to climb that ladder. And that once again will be where it belongs. Because in the UWC, all that glitters is gold. And it's going back around.
Let me tell you guys, this upcoming event, live Friday night, May 30th in Georgetown, is definitely not going to be one to miss. The entire card looks amazing. The main event is going to be awesome. This is one you don't want to miss. I hope every single one of you out there can join us on that hot night in Georgetown when we kickstart summer with Domestic Disturbance.
In the main event, the title will be hanging above the ring. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Cecil Cerveza defends against Harker Dirge. The battle continues between Big Frank Wyatt and his opponent, Alex Castle. This war has gotten weird between Sourdough and Jimmy Karryt. It's a battle for Facebook between Jason V and Spencer Wallace. Of course, just added UWC Tag Team Championship will be defended. New champions Rough Cut ready to make their first defense against Joey O'Reilly and Who's Sexy, Aaron Matthews. And in an epic three-way dance, it will feature the War Ghoul Dexter Schwartz, the Pumpkin King Phage, and the good-looking guy Travis Weir, all going at it. All of this and more can only be seen at UWC Domestic Disturbance.